Good morning, everyone. I'm Sachi. For a while now, I've been training myself to tell the time by the brightness of the sky because I don't have a clock or a cell phone in my room. Right now, it feels like it's around 7 o'clock. Why do I think that? Because even though I always assume it's before 6:30, when I check the clock in the living room, it's usually just before 7 o'clock. I've stopped keeping my phone near me when I sleep, partly due to a bit of spiritual influence. They say that when you're sleeping, you can connect with the universe, but a smartphone supposedly disturbs that connection. I'm not sure what happens when you do to connect with the universe, but my curiosity made me want to try. However, my partner sleeps with his phone next to me, so I'm not sure if my efforts really make much of a difference. Still, I just want to give it a try. By the way, I've only had weird dreams so far. Still, people in the past without clocks could tell the time and seasons just by the position of the sun. It's truly amazing. I wish I could do the same. Since last year, I've gradually started to appreciate the value in inconveniences and hassles. For example, I purposely choose to make things myself that could easily be bought cheaply. It takes time, costs money, and sometimes doesn't last long. But there's so much to learn from the process. The importance of the effort, the wisdom behind it, and the patience it fosters. In 2025, I plan to embrace a lifestyle that incorporates the inconvenient and labor-intensive routines of our predecessors, just as they once did. I'm a lazy person and try to move as little as possible. I don't like cleaning, but I definitely prefer clean and tidy space over messy one. Honestly, my personality can be a bit annoying. For a long time, I neglected cleaning my house, taking advantage of the fact that it looked tidy at first glance. But I had a change of heart thanks to the spiritual idea that the house and the house owner are connected. Now I've made cleaning part of my daily routine. Spirituality has had a huge influence on my life. One thing I saw on Instagram really stuck with me, the importance of wiping and cleaning. In Japanese, the word for wipe sounds the same as blessing. Wiping the whole house is likened to inviting blessings into your life. I absolutely love this aspect of the Japanese language. I'm sure people in the past started their day with cleaning too. It's fascinating how I can keep up with these habits so consistently, feeling self-satisfied when I think of it as a more Japanese-like routine inspired by my own imagination. I've gradually started paying more attention to daily necessities, moving away from simply choosing things because they're cheap, convenient, or disposable. A local foot massage therapist recently told me about a hand warmer made from rice bran. It's made using rice bran, rice, and salt. While it's inexpensive in terms of ingredients, it takes time to prepare and heat in the microwave. It only lasts about 30 minutes, can't be used continuously, and carries a risk of ignition if overheated. When you consider the total cost, it's definitely more practical to buy a commercially made hand warmer. However, for me, the use of natural materials is more valuable than convenience. Plus, by replacing the contents, I can reuse the bag again next year. As the concept of disposability fades from my mindset, I've done a complete 180 on throwing things away so easily. For instance, I kept a pair of torn socks that my partner was about to toss out. Unfortunately, I don't have the skills to mend the frayed ends, so I repurposed them into leg warmers. I imagined his reaction would be something like, "You didn't throw them away, you remade them." But his actual response was different. At first, he thought I had fixed the frayed ends. After taking a closer look, though, he said, "They've turned into something else." As always, he managed to land just slightly off from my expectations, neither above nor on point, but in his own unique way. Speaking of not throwing things away easily, I used to never understand why my mother kept empty bottles and paper bags. But now I found myself doing the exact same thing. I have my own collection of empty bottles, and I even kept the packing materials that come with my online purchase. Sorry for making fun of you back then, Mom. Last year, I made excuses saying it was too hot or too hard to move around in a kimono. But this year, I won't make those excuses anymore. The truth is, I'm not used to living in a kimono, which is why it feels hot and hard to move in. The key is to keep wearing it until I get used to it. I want to spend half of the year wearing a kimono, if not 365 days a year. I got a Japanese-style apron, and it's given me a wider range of motion in my upper body. However, I look like a Showa-era mother when I wear it. Ironically, I thought this style was outdated when I was a kid. I never imagined I'd come to love it. Life really surprises you sometimes. I used to think that washing machines were automatically clean just because I did laundry every day. But I've since I realized that even washing machines need cleaning. As I mentioned before, my mindset has done a complete 180. I've gone from cleaning the tank only once every few months to wiping it down every time the laundry is done. I even talk to it now, saying, "You did my laundry, so I'm gonna clean you in return, thank you." I've become emotionally invested in the process. Speaking of spirituality again, there's a local car dealer who says that cars are life. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but it seems to have something to do with particulate matter. If cars are alive, then it stands to reason that home appliances are too. In fact, all things are alive. We should be grateful to them for supporting our lives and treat them with care and respect. This is how I'm gradually getting more and more into the world of spirituality. But if it helps me keep my house clean, then so be it. I've noticed that cleaning seems to be the key to attracting luck in various areas of life, such as money, work, and love. In short, I believe that those who can consistently handle the tedious tasks on a daily basis are the ones who can find luck in any situation. Japanese food culture is deeply rooted in fermented foods. Some girls I knew in my hometown were making miso by hand, and I found myself wanting to try too, even though I used to live making meboshi to my mother. Combined with my interest in additive-free food, I decided to start by making simple fermented foods using koji. Koji helps regulate the intestinal environment and is beneficial for both health and beauty. Checking the state of fermentation has become one of my daily routines every morning now. I've just started, so I'm not really sure how well it's fermenting yet. In moments like this, it would be easier if I had an electric appliance, but I don't want to rely on one. I have this strange obsession with sharpening my senses. I feel that relying on appliances for everything is making people more disconnected and less aware. I know it might be a little late to change that, but I'm sticking to it. By combining the conveniences of the present age with the unique goodness of the past, we live a life that is sometimes convenient, sometimes inconvenient, and sometimes a bit of a hassle. This year, I intend to live these days with peace and acceptance. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time. I upload videos every Saturday. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. Thank you.